Hi everyone. I thought we'd have a little mood instance for this video. Just to kind of, I don't know. I don't think I lit this long enough. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hi everyone. Oh, that's a little smoky. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm back for another favorites video because they're actually really fun to not only to like sit here and film this, but throughout the month to come up with my different favorites and write them down. It's very like introspective in a way. Where did I lose the page I was on? Oh god. Oh, here it is. Okay. My August favorites. Okay, so let's just get started. We're gonna start with media, okay? So there's a few things I have here for media, and this is books, movies, shows, videos, all that, music. So the first one was earlier this month, like the beginning of the month, I watched Cutter's Way for the first time. It's a 70s, no, I think it was 1980. Ivan Passer, I'm pretty sure, is the director of that movie. It's the only one of his films I've ever seen, and actually I tried to watch another movie afterwards, didn't really get into it, but I really loved Cutter's Way. It's got is it John Hurd? Yeah. And Jeff Bridges, a really fine looking Jeff Bridges. And it's just this, it's a story about this vet who comes, well, he's already been home. He's lost his leg and I think his arm, and he's also, yeah, he's also missing an eye. I think he has an eye patch. It's been a while now, but Jeff Bridges is his friend. He's kind of like I think he's like a male prostitute, and he's staying in a boathouse, but he's also kind of staying with his friend Cutter, who's the vet, and his wife, Cutter's wife, who is like just very depressed because of her life situation. Cutter is not a very good husband. He lashes out, he's violent, and these are very unlikable characters. Like, he's a drunk, he's racist, he does all these things, but together they kind of, in the beginning of the movie, there's a crime, someone dies, and they kind of get together to not solve the crime. They kind of already know who the person is, the perpetrator, and it is the boss. Essentially, it is Jeff Bridges' boss's boss. So they kind of want to take him down. Not kind of, they do want to take him down. And the way it ends is, I don't know, it's just like, it's a really, what am I gonna say? It's just like a really, I don't know, it's a really good movie. It's very human. It's very, like, again, you do not like Cutter, but he's kind of, I would say Jeff Bridges is like the main character. And it's just like a really sad movie. And it's kind of like a hopeless movie. Although they do, in the end, kind of take down the bad guy, but they're also taken down. So yeah, it's just a very hopeless movie. But I just thought it was very beautiful. I don't know. Okay, it really stuck with me. On to different movies, a very different tone. I watched almost all of the Mission Impossible movies this month. I was kind of on a roll with that. and I really had so much fun. My favorites are Ghost Protocol and what was the other one? Rogue Nation, I think is the name of the other one. Just so fun and like bright and like action packed and genuinely like really like gripping. Like there was one scene in one of the movies where Tom Cruise is like underwater and this weird like vacuum thing where he has to like change out these keys in this like wall underwater, like this vortex thing. And like I can't even explain it, but I had to like pause the movie like 3 times because I couldn't get through it. It was making me like physically ill. But yeah, I really was enjoying those. I haven't seen the newest one, but once that comes out for like streaming or whatever, I'll watch that. The next is I've been listening to this instrumental Stereolab album called Cobra Phase's Group Play Voltage in the Milky Night. That's the name of the album. I really like listening to Stereolab when I read, but I found this one playlist that's completely instrumental and also doesn't have any ads. Here's the thing, like this will probably not relate to a lot of you guys, but I don't have music, like I don't have Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. So when I listen to music, it's mostly like I have to like go through and like skip the ads and stuff like that. This is completely ad free, so for me it's like the greatest playlist to play while I'm reading, so I've been really enjoying that. Next is also music. It is the Lauryn Hill Unplugged MTV playlist. It's just so good. Like Lauryn Hill is so great. Having like the commentary that she has in the songs, and then it's just like this acoustic unplugged performance. I think it's like an album in itself. Like I don't recognize any of the songs from other albums. That being said, I'm not like a huge Lauryn Hill fan. So, I mean, I'm a fan, but I don't know too much about her discography. So, but none of the songs I've heard on it, her like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill or anything like that. So yeah, I just really love that. And then last media item is a video on YouTube called Prisoners and Their Cats. I just found this video like a couple nights ago, and it is the sweetest thing ever. I will link it in the description of this video. It's these prisoners who like have these stray cats that come into the prison, and they use like all of their commissary to pay for the cats, like the cat food and everything. It's just the sweetest video. There's also a segment about this gopher, like that this California prison, like they all hang out and play with the gophers. It is so sweet. Okay, but that's my media. Let's move on to objects / products. I have a couple. So a lot of them are like stationary things. So the first one is these colored gel pens that I have. I have them right here. Hold on. I have them in this jar. So yeah, just different colored pens. I called them gel pens. I don't know if they actually are, but I just remember having colored gel pens as a kid. These ones actually last. Like the gel pens I had as a kid, you could write like 3 sentences and they would run out of ink. These ones are pretty good so far. And they're from the dollar store, so once they do run out, I can just grab more for $1. I'm sorry, $1.25 now. That's annoying, but whatever. And they write really well too. Next thing is tracing paper. My boyfriend got me a pad of tracing paper because I was using my laptop and like turning the brightness all the way up and tracing from that. And my boyfriend was like, did something really sweet and got me tracing paper. So I've been really loving that too. Let's see, I have it right here. I've only done a couple pages so far. This was my first one. We got a little Scooby here, and then This one, I traced the cover of Sheena Shea's book. And then this one, I have just a bunch of different things that I've traced. Hold on. So I traced like a little, what's it called? Like a little, why am I blanking on the name? One of those cards that you send people, that just has like a little thing from where you are. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me insane. Whatever. Anyways, I traced some like words and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just fun to do as like a little drawing. No, you know, kind of almost meditative, because obviously I'm gonna keep that there. It's not for any like end goal, it's just for the sake of tracing and having fun. And I also think it's like, it does make you a better illustrator to be able to like practice by just tracing lines and like that stillness. So yeah, I really like that. Another thing is the duffel bag that I got for my birthday. A brown leather duffel bag. I have been obsessed with those for a while now, and I finally got one. It's gorgeous. I don't have it with me right now, but it's in my last vlog. I think I showed it. It's so beautiful and I'm obsessed. Last object slash product is the Malibu Sea hair treatment that I use. I didn't have it for like a month or so, and then I finally got some more packs. And I use this as like a clarifying treatment. I get really bad product buildup in my hair, and this is the only treatment or the only product I've ever used that has actually worked. I've pretty much used like everything that you can use. And yeah, this is the only one that's ever worked for me, so I really love those. And then let's move on to food and drinks. Earlier this month, I was really into pistachio coffee creamer. I haven't gotten it since it ran out, but I really like it for my iced coffees, like in the afternoon. And then the next one is not really a particular food, but it is, I've been really focusing on getting fiber every day. I had this like realization that we as a culture are so obsessed with protein, and for a while I was like really trying to get as much protein as possible, and I realized that like I should be more focusing on fiber over protein. And then the next day I saw a video on YouTube that said it was a doctor, and she said people don't die of not enough protein, they die of not enough fiber. So that really affirmed for me that I need to focus more on fiber. Obviously, you want to get protein every day, right? But I'm more focused on getting 25 grams of fiber a day, and I got some like bran fiber cereal, and I've been eating that every day. It's got like 12 grams of fiber, so it really takes up like the bulk of the fiber I need for the day. And then of course like fruits and vegetables and like beans and stuff like that to get the rest of it. But yeah, that is the food and drinks. The last little bit we have for this video, this is like, I'm really like speed running through these. I don't think that this is even a watchable video at this point. Sorry about that. Okay, the last section though is going to be lifestyle slash experiences. So this is like particular experiences that I've had, and also kind of like how my day's been going and my favorite parts of my routine, in a way, if that makes sense, because a lot of things I've implemented into my daily routine are kind of new. This first one is writing a page a day. So I've been, for the last like 2 weeks, I will write 1 page of prose every single day. It doesn't matter what the story is or what I'm working on. I'm working on like a few different things right now, but I just want to do a page of prose. So not just like writing notes about something, not like writing about a character, but actual prose on the page. And it's been really enjoyable, actually. I think it's been enjoyable because I'm not trying to focus on one story. I'm not like, oh, I need to get this novel done. I'm really just writing for the sake of writing and building up that skill as a writer. And it's just been feeling very like free, but also disciplined. And something I've been thinking about recently is I used to kind of confuse control with discipline. And I had these parameters on like, if I'm writing, I need to be writing this specific thing that I want to finish. And I think that is part of the reason that I wasn't motivated to write. And I felt really blocked and really overwhelmed and like defiant of my own parameters. And now I've kind of just switched it up. And like, the more important thing to me is the discipline of making myself sit down and write. And it doesn't matter what time of day, it doesn't matter how long it takes me. It could take me 20 minutes, it could take me 3 hours. Like, none of that matters. It's just the act of getting a single page of something done. So yeah, it's been really helpful with my writing practice. So I've been really enjoying that. And then the last thing is my birthday celebration that I had last week. I did a vlog, so you kind of know what I did, but I went to a concert. I stayed at the Roosevelt, which is my favorite hotel in Los Angeles. And then I went out to dinner. I went to Dantana's, which I've been really wanting to go to. It's kind of one of those like very glamorous old Hollywood kind of places that I've always wanted to go. So yeah, I just had a really great birthday. And I don't really celebrate my birthday in any like particularly significant ways, but this year I just really had this idea that I wanted to do something special for me. So yeah, it was a really great time, and you know, I made some memories, and that's really sweet and like all I could ask for from a birthday, you know? So yeah, that is the video. It's 17 minutes. That's insane. Okay, I will see you guys later. I'm also working on a vlog right now. But yeah, thanks for watching if you actually got through this whole thing.